Wait, was that Skiff?
Yes, I see him. We should
Skiff?
help.
Oh dear.
We should help him at once.
What do we do?
Quickly, divert him onto the siding.
Wait,
Okay.
was that goods train? We can use it to stop Skiff.
Well, do whatever you can. Just make sure Skiff doesn't keep getting blown away.
Hurry,
Right.
guys! Skiff needs us.
Quickly. Don't worry, Skiff. We're coming.
We'll save you.
Help!
Hold on. There. Goods train's in position.
Alrighty, here he comes.
Oh,
Come on.
oh,
You okay, Skiff?
oh, I've stopped. Oh, I finally stopped.
Are you okay, Skiff?
What happened?
I'm so scared. I got blown away again by a storm.
Oh dear. You should really fix your anchor so that way you don't get blown away, or at least
Yeah.
hold your sail.
Well,
I've heard
my
it's high tide today.
sail came undone again.
Oh dear.
Are
Maybe
you gonna
I'll
be
recommend to Captain Joe to get a stronger rope.
Yes, I should have talked to him the first time this happened.
Oh, it's all right, Skiff. It is a learning experience after all.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you.
It was definitely the Great Western way of doing things.
Quite right,
No.
Mr. Duck.
Uh,
Late.
hey,
so much for the rescue.
Oh,
Well-
you're very welcome.
now that we're all here, what should we do?
Well, I did call for help first on this phone that Captain Joe has left. Don't ask me how I tried doing it, but well, I accidentally set it to a stream instead. I tried using a phone, but well, it didn't work out the first time. But
Ooh,
we got a few people anyway.
let me guess. Poor cell service, I take it?
Well, kind
I'm
of.
surprised that there's cell service in this storm.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, while we're here, we could answer some questions.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I
can do
believe
that.
so.
And hey, looks like I already have a question for me.
Oh?
And
Wait a minute, Doc. Before you answer that question, is that Arthur?
Arthur? No, what a surprise to see you here.
Well, I got this SOS saying that somebody needed help.
Arthur? I haven't seen you in years.
Me neither.
No, neither
I
have
don't think
I.
I've seen you at all.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Yeah, this is certainly a surprise. The last time I saw you, it was, gosh, ages ago. How's the fishing village coming along?
Well, not with this storm. It's kind of hard for us to do anything, so the village kind of closed down for the night.
Oh, Arthur.
Yes,
Hey, Arthur. Oh, sorry.
I can kind of relate to it. I mean, I don't really work at a fishing village, but the storm has been pretty bad on my branch line too, so I'm staying here for the day until it's over.
Me too.
So am I.
Well, let me at least help out here, just to make sure that Skiff doesn't roll away again. I'll buffer up behind.
Yeah, that's a
Alrighty.
good idea.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh, hi, Paxton.
Hello, Paxton.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Hi, Paxton.
oh, hello there,
Hello, Paxton.
Hello, Paxton.
Hello, everyone.
We just saved Skiff a second ago.
Oh,
Yes.
what happened?
My sail came undone, my anchor rope snapped, and I got blown all the way here. This
Oh,
isn't the
my.
first time for me.
That must have been really scary.
It was.
really was.
I was calling for
Yes.
help, but luckily these fellas had helped me. They saved me.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
did
would have
the Great
continued
Western
blowing
way.
all the way out to the mainland.
Maybe even the sea. Not a good day to be out at sea.
No, not isn't especially this weather. I like
Yeah.
sailing, but just not in this kind of storm. It's dangerous for little ships like me.
Well, don't
Oh,
worry,
yes.
Skiff. Now that you're anchored to me, I'll make sure you don't roll away again.
Wait,
Yeah, that's a good
Thank
idea,
you so
Arthur.
much, Arthur.
wait,
Oh,
hold on.
course.
Arthur, Who are you?
Oh, I don't think we've ever met. You're in Paxton, right?
Yes.
I work the fishing village near Osborough.
Huh. Well, I work at the Blue Mountain Quarry with the narrow gauge engines.
Oh, there are a good lot of them. But
Anyways,
Should we answer some questions now? I think everybody's
Oh,
here.
yes.
Yes.
Now then,
What was
In
what
fact,
was that question?
I've got this one,
person?
Duck.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Kelly Foster asks, to Duck, you used to work in Paddington, right? What was it like there?
It was excellent. And working in Paddington, it was always a wonderful thing. And it was a great way. I always did things the Great Western way. It's like I always say, there are two ways of doing things, the Great Western way or the wrong way. And I'm Great Western, so.
Or the Thomas way.
Oh, yes, that too, Thomas.
Or the Toad way.
But the Great Western way is always the best way of doing things.
Of course.
Don't we all know it?
Oh, I have a question now. And it comes from Kelly Foster. And he says,
Ooh.
Thomas, how come you and Bertie like racing so much? Oh,
Yeah, that's what I like to know.
So, I think you all know me and Bertie have a history with racing, right?
Yes, I believe we all know that, Thomas.
Well, Bertie and I like to race because it's fun. It's just our way of playing together. And before you ask, Edward, I am always careful.
Oh, all right. I believe you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Oh, it seems I've got the question here.
Go ahead, Harvey.
What is it,
All right.
Harvey?
All right, let me see here. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
Take
Hey,
your
Harvey,
time.
do you
It's
ever
all
go
right.
fishing?
Take your time.
Oh, well, I don't believe I've ever gone fishing. No.
Oh, what
I
was
know
the-
Thomas
what was
has
the
gone
question?
fishing.
Oh,
What was the
yes,
question?
I remember
Was it
that.
something related to fishing? I didn't hear the question, Harvey.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says Ginger Cat 65 asks, "Hey, Harvey, do you ever go fishing?" And
Oh.
the question, well,
I can see why. Because he got a hook.
I know Thomas
All the
went
neighbors
fishing
do.
once.
Yes, I went fishing once, and a fish got into my water, and it made me sick.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
That's funny.
Yes, I heard.
Ugh. But just a word of advice, guys. Engines don't go fishing. It's so uncomfortable.
I know that for sure.
Hey,
Well,
Toad.
Sailor
Hey,
John has
Toad.
gone fishing.
Oh. What was that,
question?
Skip?
Oh, I was just saying that I've gone on fishing trips with Sailor John before. It was actually kind of nice.
Oh.
Sometimes it tends to get a little boring. I mean, you're just sitting there waiting for some fish to catch your bait.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Skiff, I have a question for you.
Oh, yes?
This one is from Rhapsody Blue Voice Acting. To Skiff, if you actually met a mermaid, what would it be like?
Oh, that story. Well, I actually did almost see a mermaid, and I chased after it, but I didn't. Looking back, I think it must have been a whale or some big fish. But if I actually did see a mermaid, well, I would be quite amazed. I would definitely talk to her, get to know her, and well, I guess that's all I could do.
Well, I mean, I have a question about that, Skiff. When I was working up there at the fishing village, I heard screaming out there in the sea. Was Sir Topham
What?
Hatt with you?
Oh, yes. Somehow,
Oh, yeah.
I dragged Sir Topham Hatt with me when I went to go chase the mermaid.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, I heard of that incident.
Oh, I've heard all about that too.
I came in at the end. I came in at the end to bring a mermaid.
It turns out that Skiff had crashed not too far from Bless Cove. I happened to be there pulling my slip coaches.
Yes.
Oh,
That was actually what got me started with wanting to find a mermaid, because I wanted to prove to you, Duck, that mermaids were real. That's why.
Oh, yes. Oh yes, I remember that well. It turns out that mermaid, and like I said before, that mermaids don't actually exist.
Oh, that's not true. I really do believe there are mermaids out there.
Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
Hey, Toad. I found one for Toad.
Oh, wonderful.
It comes from Express Studios. Where's Oliver?
Oh, I think he might be working.
Yes, sir. Yes, he's working somewhere else, Mr. Express Studios.
So wait,
Might even pick
if Oliver
me up
isn't
in a few
here, then
hours.
who's taking you, Toad?
Mr. Oliver just decided to leave me on the siding. Like, I didn't really mind Stormy, but you get a nice little breeze.
Well,
Obviously,
you know-
it's not very nice for some, as Skiff has proved.
Oh, I would have assumed that Douglas would have taken you, considering in the Railway series you often got to be a part of Douglas's trains more often, but oh well.
I do really like Mr. Douglas's company. It would be nice to get some trains with him in the future, but Mr. Oliver, we're good friends, so I don't mind if it doesn't change.
It looks like I have a couple of questions.
Go on, Arthur.
The first one is from Shadowfang. To Arthur, how well is your spotless record? Oh my.
Oh dear.
What's a spotless record?
Uh-oh.
I don't think I've heard of this.
I can remember that certain accident.
Well, Skiff, what it is I went my entire life without having an accent. That is until I came to Sodor.
When he crashed in the back of my train with fruit and vegetables, and it covered me from
I was covered in icky fruit.
I remember that.
Oh my!
And I remember that well. It took ages to get all that fruit off of me.
And all the truck debris,
And-
had to clean that up.
I must say, that doesn't sound very peachy, if you know what I mean.
And don't worry, Thomas, I'm not holding a grudge against you. I don't do that.
Yeah, guys, the whole thing was my fault.
It was
I tricked Arthur.
Oh, nice.
It's all right, Thomas.
I know, it's just Arthur. Let me explain what happened. So remember when we were filming the 7th series of our show?
Yes.
They wanted to make me the cheeky one again, but I didn't expect them to go far with pulling pranks. Like, I don't pull pranks that much.
Well, maybe not bad ones per se. I mean, technically you did prank Gordon a few times before you got your branch line, but you never did bad pranks, Thomas.
No, I'm not that kind of engine. I'm not Diesel.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Oh, hey, Thomas, I got a question for you. It's from Jacob Hayes to Thomas. Who do you think is prettier, Nia, Ashima, Emily, Rosie, or Lady?
Oh,
this ought to be good.
Thomas!
We should all answer that one.
Bust my puffers!
I mean,
Yes, Thomas has had some. It's probably the Sildor's hit engine.
I mean, I know who Nia, Ashima, Emily, and Rosie are, but who's Lady?
I think I remember Lady. She came to Sildor many years ago.
Lady is a magical engine from the Magic Railway. I helped save her when Diesel 10 was here.
Oh, Diesel 10.
No, don't worry, Skiff. He's not here.
At least I think he is.
Well,
I believe I was on overhaul during this. Can you explain what happened?
Well, I don't think you were around, Duck. I'll explain.
Yes, I remember. I was on overhaul as well.
So basically, So basically, Dieselton came back to Sodor. You weren't here, Edward, but he wanted to find Lady and destroy her. So Mr. Conductor was looking after us, and I was trying to find Lady myself, and I came across these buffers in the middle of the night, and I went straight through them.
What?
Yeah,
Like a portal?
yeah, and then I ended up in the real world.
In the real world? Well, there's
Yeah.
something you know
Oh,
today.
bizarre.
I was on
It's
top.
so.
Wait, isn't Sodor real, or do you just mean Shining
just
Time
what I was
Station?
Shining Time Station, yeah, that's it. Excuse me.
Oh.
And then I ended up on top of a mountain, and
On top of a mountain?
and I rolled down, and then I ended up on the Magic Railway, and then, yeah, Lady and I came back, and we had this big Diesel 10 chased us all the way to the broken viaduct, but he fell into a barge.
Oh dear.
My.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's so funny.
I mean,
That is funny. It's too bad
I mean,
I
I
wasn't there to see it.
I knew Diesel 10 was devious, but I never knew he was that devious.
Yeah, well,
Well, he's not anymore, but yeah.
he's idiotic.
He can be at times.
But anyway, to answer the question, okay, I'm gonna say this. I
Stop the
think
question.
the prettiest would have to be Ashima.
Oh, I knew it. I
Oh.
knew it.
What?
No,
Well,
I knew it,
well,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Especially
Well,
how you looked when the Great Railway Show was around. And I
Just-
knew it had to be her.
yeah,
Well-
just do me a favor. Just don't tell Nia and Emily.
well, Thomas. Quite the ladies' engine, are we?
Oh, shut up, Edward.
Looks like I have a question. Looks like I have a question for myself. It comes from GingerCat65. It says, "Dear Duck, can I boil an egg?" Oh, what? Boil an egg on my whistle? Oh, come on. We had to bring that up.
I could have sworn I heard something that sounded like a whoopee cushion.
No,
That was no fun at all.
Oh,
That
dear.
was not fun at
Arthur.
all.
Arthur, I'm going to show you exactly how it sounded. It
No,
sounded
no,
like
let's-
this.
No, don't. No, that's not funny at all. Very
No, Thomas.
It was not cool at all, and I
No,
don't
Thomas.
recommend it.
Yes, Edward.
It wasn't like that. It was more like.
Edward, I believe you, Edward.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
All right.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
believe you.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
All right.
Doug-
I'm sorry.
Doug, I'm sorry.
I'm
Ooh,
so-
and
we're sorry, Doc. We couldn't resist.
Yeah.
all right. It's a good thing I did need a bit of excitement today. Ooh, it looks like there's a question for you, Paxton.
Oh, really?
Yes, it says it's from Champ to Stay. It says to Paxton, where do you take the Blue Mountain story and the Blue Mountain Quarry Stone?
I'll take it around every part of the island where it's needed, but mostly to Brendam Docks, I believe.
Oh,
It's an important job, and I get the job done well. And
Yes, sir.
there's another question from Champ to Stay. It says to Edward, where do you get the knack for handling engines like Bill and Ben or Philip?
Well, in my old railway, I've handled many engines who are like that, and I've been taught in many ways by older engines on how to deal with them. So I guess you could say it's from experience.
Oh, no. Hold on, guys. I gotta answer this real quick. Where is it? Shadowfang. He says, can we go fishing in your boiler? No!
maybe the rain's
Oh, dear.
some fish.
Oh, man.
Oh, and I want to answer one more question from.
Yes, and I have to answer one more
Yes.
question too
This
before I
one-
agree to get back to my branch line.
Yes, this one is from Miss Roskin, I believe. I'm terribly sorry if I mispronounced it. To Edward, why did you decide to leave Tidmouth Sheds? Well,
Yes, that's what I was wondering.
well, it was because this was around the time when James crashed into Tidmouth Sheds for going too far.
that
Yes,
James.
I remember that incident.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
I had the brain rocky there.
Yes, and well, shortly after James crashed into Tidmouth Sheds, actually, it was really my berth he crashed into, and that meant I had no place to sleep, so I had to find all the different places of the island of Sodor to sleep, and, well, all of
Imagine
them.
how that went.
Well,
Wait a minute.
in any
Wait
case,
a minute. Wait a minute. Your berth? I thought it was Gordon's berth he crashed into.
no,
Or
it was
could have been Henry.
no, it was mine, Thomas.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Feels
Yeah.
so bad for you, Edward.
No, it's fine. They were eventually able to repair it, but, well, I almost considered returning to Tidmouth Sheds to stay there, but then I saw that poor Philip was being left out because he enjoyed my company and I didn't want to tear it away from him, so I decided to ask the Fat Controller if I could just move my shed to not Vickerstown, silly me, Wellsworth. And so I'm living there now for, well, ever since.
And Rebecca and
That's
Nia
very
have
kind of Edward.
joined us at Tidmouth Sheds.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And one more thing about Nia. Thomas, it was about that time when I left Tidmouth Sheds, it was, well, I've never really thought about who would get to take my place there until one day Thomas returned from his big world adventure with Nia, and he told me that Nia was without a shed, and I felt really bad for her. So I gave her my old shed instead.
Oh, that was very kind of you.
Yes, that is very kind of you.
Very
Edward.
kind indeed.
Good
Yes.
old Edward.
Well, thank you.
Indeed.
Oh, it seems that we have a question
stop.
here.
Oh, help! Help!
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, Skip. I have you.
Oh, Skiff.
Help! Someone help!
Oh dear.
Oh,
Don't
dear.
worry. I'll go after him.
I'll come
I
with
wish
you.
I wish I
Alright.
could, but I have passengers to
I'm
pull.
going to stay here in the yard until then. Good luck.
And then good luck to you all.
Thanks, Edward.
I'll stay here too.
Alright.
I wish I could join them, but I can't really move right now.
And
Uh,
I'm
all right.
branch line.
Let's see. Here's another question. Here's another question for me. From Chop to Stay. Thomas, how did Annie and Clarabelle feel when you left to travel the world? Oh. Looks like everyone's disappearing.
How very strange.
Wait, hold on. Is that the time? Oh no! Annie and Clarabelle, I gotta get back to my branch line. I gotta go, guys.
Skiff? Skiff? Paxton, do you see him?
Help! Help!
There he is.
Help! Help!
Don't worry, Skip, I have you.
Help! Help!
Hang
I've
on,
got you,
in
Skiff.
front of you. That way, you won't be able to roll
Someone
around.
help me!
Paxton, I'll get in front of him. You get
We've
behind.
got you.
Harvey?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm making my way to a
I've
big
got you, Skiff.
station. I could crash. Help me!
I'm already in front of you, Skiff. Don't worry. I've got you.
Right behind you.
Me too.
Oh,
Slow him down. There we go.
oh, Oh, phew.
Oh, I say, what's going on here?
Oh,
Oh,
it's the Flying Scotsman.
Oh.
Scotsman, hello.
Well,
And-
I'll
And
be.
Oliver.
I'll be. Is that a boat on the rails?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Skiff.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Flying Scotsman, but you can call me Scott for short.
Oh, well, thank you, Arthur, Paxton, and Harvey. Oh, I really need to be secure this time. I don't want to get blown away again.
Well, I say.
Okay, quickly.
How
Driver and fireman, can you please tie him down to my buffer so he doesn't roll away again?
I've got a better idea.
What's that?
Attach him to me. I've got very strong brakes.
Oh, well, yes. I don't have buffers though.
Well,
It's alright, just
well,
tie the rope inside the boat.
Unless if you meant you attach my rope to your buffers, Toad. If that's what you meant.
Precisely.
Oh, well, yes. Someone do that, please.
Well, in any case, how exactly did you get here, Skiff, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, my sail came undone, my anchor rope snapped, and I got blown all the way to a shunting yard, and then I was somehow blown away again, all the way to here.
I see.
Yes. Well, I don't want to get blown away again. It's just so scary.
I'm back.
Oh,
Wait.
Thomas.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, well, hello there, Thomas. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Flying Scotsman?
Yes, it is me, my dear boy. How are you?
I'm quite well, and oh, hi, Oliver.
Oliver's not here.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, who's Oliver again?
Number 11.
Oh,
My best friend.
Sorry.
Well,
sorry.
I don't think I've met him before.
I'm sorry I had to run off, guys. I thought my branch line was back up, but it isn't. But whilst I was coming back, I found someone who wanted to join us.
Oh? Who?
Oh, really?
Hello, everyone.
What the?
Who's that?
It's Sydney.
Sydney?
Oh, hello, Sydney.
Well, hello there, Sydney. Oh,
Hi, Paxton. Hi, everyone.
oh, and who? Wait, it looks like we've also got a newcomer, but
It's
who is
Oliver.
it?
It's Oliver.
Oh, there's
Oh,
Oliver.
Why, hello, everyone.
Well, so you're Oliver, aren't you?
Oh, so you must be Flying Scotsman.
What was that?
I don't know.
Sounds like a radio
Oh.
station.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. My driver is still trying to fix, the connection. And I think he fixed it now. Okay, good.
Oh,
That's
all
okay.
right. For a second, I thought it was just one of our drivers who got a call. Oh well.
Well, I tried to change the picture to Sydney, but my driver's phone was having problems, so I just thought Sydney would like to share my picture, and he doesn't mind. No, I don't mind.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
my
that's
driver
all right.
Oh,
But,
all right.
But
Oliver, your icon is fine. But Thomas is just fine. Well, he's fine. Yeah, I can't see Sydney, but yeah.
I'm here.
Hello, Toad.
I'm here.
Mr. Oliver, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Toad.
What?
So,
Just
what's
calling.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
So everyone, what's the occasion?
Yeah, I heard a load of screaming, and Thomas told me what's been going on, but what's all the screaming about?
Oh,
Of course, Mr. Skiff.
yes. I got blown away from Allsburg Harbor all the way to a shunting yard, and then all the way to here.
Oh dear.
We've
I wish I
all
could
been
have
looking
helped.
after him, making sure he doesn't blow into the harbour.
Yes.
It was
yes,
quite a predicament.
Yes, I'm more secure now, so I don't think I'll be going anywhere now anytime soon. I hope not. I don't want that rope to come undone.
If that's
But
I need to get
going.
back.
Wait a sec.
Ugh.
Wait, who is that
Who's-
speaking?
It's not me.
Oh,
It's
That
in the
would be me.
background.
Mr. Arthur.
Is it you?
Arthur. It's
Hmm.
a
Is that you?
driver talking back there.
What?
Must
What?
no. I think it sounded like a female voice, but oh well. It must have been a passenger at the station.
Yes.
I'm going
Oh,
back to the diesel
oh.
bus, guys. I'll see you all later.
The see you later,
Hi,
Paxton.
Paxton.
Bye, Paxton.
Bye,
Paxton.
Paxton.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
I need to get back to the fishing village.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
we'll see-
thank
we'll
you.
see you
Thank you
later.
again
Yeah.
for the rescue, Arthur. Thank you.
All right.
Don't
See you
worry
later,
about it.
Arthur.
I'll see you all later.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Arthur.
Arthur.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Arthur.
Here we go,
Bye.
Mr. Arthur.
It was a pleasure.
Thomas, I'm sorry to cut this short, but I have to go as well. I've got more trucks to deliver. See you later, guys.
Goodbye,
All right.
Sydney.
Goodbye, Sydney.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Sydney.
Goodbye, Sydney.
Goodbye.
Yes,
Hmm.
goodbye.
Oh,
So,
Goodbye.
if you don't
well-
mind me asking, what's with the camera in our faces, and is that a live chat I'm seeing?
Yes, I think it is.
I
And
was using it to contact SOS as I was being blown away, but I accidentally created a live stream instead. But at least it spread the word.
Well,
Oh,
Wait,
who's
Tim-
that?
hi,
Timothy?
Timothy. Oh, hi, Timothy.
what who is this new engine?
This is
I don't
Timothy.
believe I've met him
Who
before.
works at the koi pits? Timothy?
Wait a minute.
Timothy, can you hear us?
Timothy?
Well, I can't hear him.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Strange.
who
back.
else has joined us?
Hmm.
It's
Oh. Well,
oh,
depends the time.
it's
What?
I don't think I know this engine.
Wait a minute.
Hi,
What?
hi,
Will?
hi
wait.
everyone. Great to be back.
What? Oh my goodness, Wilbert, is that you?
Yes, it is, Edward. It's so
Wilbur?
good to see
What
you
the-
again.
Wilbert, what are you doing here?
Blah, 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 blah. I'm not Edward. I'm flying. It's me, Flying Scotsman.
Oh, sorry, Scotsman. Sorry, it's just the rain's been pouring down so hard. It's made me my vision a little blurry.
But Wilbert?
Oliver?
Who's Wilbert? I don't think I've met this Wilbert.
Oh,
From the
Wilbur
Dean
came to
Forest Railway.
Sodor. Yeah, Wilbur came to Sodor many years ago. And I must say, Wilbur, you look as splendid as always. Still trying to recover from the foaming at the funnel.
Very funny, Duck.
Oh, I just noticed that Timothy
No,
left.
it's me, Oliver.
Oh.
Probably
He
was
prob-
just
Oh,
passing through.
I believe I have
Oliver.
some.
He probably
I
had
believe I
to.
have some branch lines to clean up. I'll be back later.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Hello,
Timothy.
Timothy?
Timothy.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Timothy, darling, can you hear us?
He can hear us.
Oh, bother. We still can't hear him.
Something must be wrong with his connection or something.
Oh
Yes.
dear.
Hmm.
Begging
Just
your pardon,
rin-
Mr. Skiff.
The storm must be messing with his connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
I just had a call
Wait.
from past workman over there.
Oh, and by the way, Skiff, I believe I got a question for you.
Oh, what is it?
This one I believe, is from Flute Girl 2406. To Skiff, where is Sailor Joe?
Sailor Joe? Do you mean Sailor John? Or Captain Joe?
Well, I think it might be Captain Joe, I believe.
If that's what she's talking about, well, Captain Joe was back at Augsburg Harbor, but he did not do a good job of securing me. Well, she said Captain Joe, and yes, it's what I said. He's still
Wait.
back at Augsburg Harbor.
Captain Joe. Wait a minute. Who are you?
My name's Skiff.
Oh, I don't think we've met before.
Well, I live in Augsburg Harbor.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, in any case, I think Timothy is still trying to connect his microphone. Timothy, Timothy, speak up if you can hear us.
Or at least whistle.
Wait.
Who's
Hello,
that?
everyone.
Percy!
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 Oh,
Percy!
well, hello there.
Hello, Percy.
And
Hello.
what's like
How's
Gordon?
everyone doing?
And
Hello there,
we're
Percy.
just
Gordon.
enjoying a little live stream. And
Oh my
from
goodness! Look
Oh,
who's
What?
a live
joined.
stream?
Look
And Gordon.
who's joined, everybody. Hello again, little brother.
Oh, hello, Gordon.
Oh, hey, Gordon.
Hello, everyone. What's going on here?
we're just doing a little live stream, Gordon.
And Skiff became a runaway.
Yes.
Again?
Well, yes.
Yes, I
Captain
heard the
Joe's
whole
just-
situation from Duck.
Captain Joe just didn't have a good job of tying me down securely.
What is with all these engines appearing and disappearing? What is going on?
Probably
Well-
bad connection from the storm.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Here's
Oh.
Timothy again.
And now, Timothy, are you
give
sure you can
Timothy
hear us?
time. I'm sure he's having a difficult time trying to connect.
Anyway,
all right, Timothy, Timothy, speak up if you can hear us this time.
Yeah, please tell us you can.
Oh, dang it, we
Still
can't hear.
nothing.
We still can't hear him.
I think it's
Oh,
this
dear.
storm must be messing up the surface around here.
Oh, the indignity.
so Percy and Gordon, what are you doing here?
Well, as you would know, Thomas, our branch line got shut down, so I've been at Natford Sheds for a little bit, and I came out to see what everyone was doing.
Oh,
Well, that's
Well,
great.
well, it's great to have you, Percy.
Oh, thank you so much, Thomas, and thank you so much, Paxton.
I'm not
And-
packed. I'm
Hello,
Wilbur.
Percy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Wilbert.
It's so good to see you again, Percy.
It's
Haven't
good to
had
see
any
you too.
porridge lately, have you?
Oh, no.
Ugh. Should we answer
And
some
as
more?
for
All right, let's just ask more. All right, I think I've got a question for the both of. I think I've got a question for both me and Gordon from Delia 02. Gordon, you still there?
oh,
Oh, okay.
yes, I'm still here.
All right. To Flying Scotsman, I just need to ask, why do you think you're older than Gordon? Is it because you think you're famous?
Yeah, that's what I like to know.
Well, here's the thing. About that, I'm actually not older than Gordon. I'm actually younger than Gordon. He was actually the first, he was a prototype of the A1 to A3 class. I just like to call him little brother because of how I had two tenders.
And it's really annoying.
That's so
I
funny.
knew that Gordon was older.
Oh, Gordon.
Oh,
One of these days will beat your record, Scotsman.
Oh, we'll see about that.
oh,
Now, Percy,
question for me.
it looks like there's a question for you. And a question for me, apparently. But I'll answer yours first, Percy. It says, from Kelly Foster, it says, to Percy, why do you think horses can't fly?
Well, I mean, I've never seen a horse fly, so.
But remember
I
that.
can.
Then you
Well,
haven't
remember-
you haven't met Pegasus.
Oh, I remember Pegasus.
Who's
Mm.
Pegasus?
Pegasus is a friendly horse.
So he's not like an actual Pegasus with wings, right?
No.
No.
He got stuck. He got stuck in a field once, and Harold came to the rescue.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I think I remember that. And
Mm.
Doug told me about that.
It seems that I have a question now.
Oh,
What is it? What would that be, Gordon?
It's from Champ to Stay, and then there's another question right after. It says, to Gordon, has Thomas told you about Gustavo?
who
Thomas,
is
I
that?
think you told me about this Gustavo.
Wait, who exactly is this Gustavo?
Yeah, I never heard of him.
He's an engine from Brazil. I recently visited there, and he's a very nice friend, and he doesn't boast all the time like Gordon.
Oh dear.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Well, that's
And
interesting.
then my second question says, to Gordon from Joey Condre, I'm sending this to waste your time.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh.
You walked right into that, Gordon.
Onward, Joey Condre.
It seems I've got a question.
Oh, what is it, Percy?
To Percy, are you evil or are you nice?
What
I
kind
mean-
of question is that?
Yeah,
That's
that's
one of the
ridiculous.
nicest engines
That's
I've
ridiculous.
known.
nice, but
Indeed.
I can be a bit cheeky sometimes.
Just like
Ooh.
me.
There's another question for you, Percy, from Champ to Stay. It says, to Percy, is there a shunter at Nafford Harbor?
I don't believe there is, but sometimes I go there to help.
Yes, and I think Doug helps you as well.
Yes, Duck does.
Oh, no, I want to answer this question because I was going to answer, but I left in a rush because I thought something bad happened. Let me get back to it there. It was from Champ to Stay, and he asked me how did Annie and Clarabelle feel about me traveling the world. Well, they were upset at first, but then again, they were just glad I was safe. That's all. I mean, I care about Annie and Clarabelle very much, you know.
And they care about you, Thomas.
Huh. Looks like I got a question as well.
In fact, actually, Annie and Clarabelle are right with me. They're right behind me. Look.
Oh, really?
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, girl. Say hi, girls.
Hello. It's nice to see you.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Annie and Clarabelle.
Hello, Annie. Hello, Clarabelle.
Hello, Percy. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I went to go fetch them because I thought they'd like to join the fun.
Oh, and Scotsman, looks like there's a question for you from Patrick.
Yes, I'm seeing it too.
It says to Scotsman, I've heard that you might be banned from running on the rails because of trespassers. Is that true?
Oh,
What?
dear.
Oh
Well,
dear.
I never heard of that.
Well, yes, it is true, I'm afraid. But
What?
I think it's only true for at least the rails on the UK or the mainland. I'm just here for Sodor until the whole thing has settled down.
What's
Come on. What
this?
kind of people in the world would
That's the
ban
brother.
you from the rails? I mean, that is nuts. What's next? We're gonna ban Gordon?
Oh, well.
Oh.
What kind of nonsense is this? Banning one of my Doncaster brothers to ride the rails like he's supposed to?
Well, I'm sure it'll be all sorted out. Gordon.
Dignity.
Well,
Or next they might ban one of us.
I know exactly how you feel, Gordon, but sometimes I think my driver told me that he believes that. I think my driver says that he thinks that they're banning me because it's for my own safety, but I do. Well, they were able to move me to Sodor until the whole thing is settled down, of course, but
Well,
I just
that's
hope
good.
that this sort of thing doesn't happen again.
I hope
Hey.
so. I hope not either.
Hey, Gordon, there was a question for you.
Oh, and what might that?
It came from Joey Condry, and he said, "Why are you so mean to Thomas?"
Oh,
What?
He. Dignity. I am mean.
Well, you are sometimes.
Oh, my.
and
And you're
there's
mean. And you're mean to Percy. Timothy?
I'm here.
It's just.
Oh,
It's
welcome.
Timothy.
Now we hear you, Timothy.
What
Timothy.
happened?
There you are.
Hello, Timothy.
Timothy,
What
is that
happened to
you?
you?
Tim,
What happened to you? What happened to you, Timothy?
Many issues.
oh dear, Timothy, did you finally get your microphone set up?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
So,
We didn't think you were.
That took
We
a
weren't so
while.
sure you were going to show up.
So,
Um,
in any case, how have you been, Timothy?
Very well, thank you very much.
Are you trying to get out of the storm too?
Yes.
And get away from Bill and Ben.
Well, they're the least of my concerns.
Oh,
Timothy,
yes.
but Timothy, if you're here, then where's Marion?
She's taking shelter in another shed on the island.
wait, who's Marion?
A steamship.
I'd like to know that too.
She's
Marion.
just someone that works with me and the twins at the clay pits.
Yes, I should know. I've met Marion a few times. She even bumped into me and Toad at Allsburg Junction. And that's when she first met the small engines. And get this, guys. She actually thought that the miniature engines were magical.
What?
Oh,
That's silly.
Magical engines? What utter nonsense.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
But-
I seem to get this question a lot lately from Champ to Stay, and it says, "Does 16 have a name now?" Well,
Who's
I'm not really
16?
sure because last I heard, after he took a tumble at the colliery, he was sent to the Midlands, and that's all I heard about him.
Wait,
Who's this?
Who's
Yeah, I was
16?
gonna-
16
I was
is
gonna
one of
ask
my
that same
brothers
question.
who worked with me at a colliery with some other engines. And he wanted to pass this board because he was tired of stopping in the same spot. So he asked the trucks to pull him forward after it rained one day, and he stopped right on the unsafe track. It's kind of like how Thomas went past the danger board and fell down a mine.
And
Oh,
did that
my
same thing happen to
goodness.
you, Percy?
Oh yes, I was just about to say this. I believe my driver told me, Percy, that you once passed the danger sign and you crashed into the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about that.
I didn't hear about that before when I last visited.
Ugh.
At least Bill and
Well-
Gwen never went that far.
I went down a mine once.
Yeah.
Ugh. Percy and I have a thing with going past danger signs.
But
And
you
you
don't
two
do that
never-
But you don't do that anymore, do you?
No, of course
No.
not.
And
Well,
Well,
that's good.
I wouldn't say that, because remember when we first met, Thomas, you actually passed a danger sign and opened up a cavern.
When you s-
yes, I remember that.
That was
No,
when
it
we first met and when we discovered the treasure.
wait,
When did this happen?
oh yeah, I remember that, Skiff. The lost treasure.
Yes.
Wait, yes, I remember that. I was up at Harwick the way it happened.
Oh, I think
But
I've got a
yes.
question here.
What is it, Percy?
It's by Splendid Red. To Percy, do you watch Thomas at everything he does? Well,
Uh-huh.
I look up to Thomas, but I do tend to annoy him sometimes, I feel like.
And
That's-
the
well,
Scots.
Well, that's our best.
Wait. What was that? Did
That's
someone want to talk to me?
Well, actually, yes,
I
Scotsman,
want
there's a question for you. It's from Champ to Stay. It says, to Scott, how's Turo doing? Who's Turo?
Oh, you mean City of Truro?
No, I think it's Tornado, I think.
Oh, Tornado.
it's
Sorry,
Tornado.
I didn't hear that properly. Tornado is doing well. She's been busy doing rail tours as well as me, and we've been getting along quite well.
And I heard that it's now a century since he was built.
Wilbert.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh,
A decade ago.
It's all right.
who's this?
Hello
Oh.
there,
Oh.
engines.
Samson.
It's
Samson.
Samson.
What?
Samson.
Hello.
Oh my!
Oh, hello, everyone.
What? Samson? Is that you?
Oh, why, yes, it is me.
What are you doing here?
I've come with trucks full of stone.
In
Jeez,
this weather, you must be out of your mind.
Well, useful engines like me must work whatever the weather.
That's
Well,
No, but aren't you worried that your crew and firemen? But aren't you?
So what is it, Flying Scotsman? What is it, Flying Scotsman?
Well, at least your trucks are covered. I can see that.
Samson, did you bring Bradford?
Oh no!
Wait, who's Bradford?
You don't want to know.
Bradford is Samson's brake van.
And he's
Not today.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, and what was that you were
goodness.
going to say about your driver and fireman? Whoever was speaking?
Oh yes, and I think someone in the chat said that same question. The chant to stay to Samson. Do your crew have umbrellas?
Oh, why, yes, they do. Although I do not think that it is appropriate for railway use.
Yes,
Well,
and I'm sure
if
you
you
always
don't
have
get
a
wet.
Well, if you don't think umbrellas are
engine.
if you don't think umbrellas are of use on railways, you could always get a cab like the rest of us.
Yeah.
A cab and become an indisposable engine? Oh no, thank you.
Hey!
Well, here's the thing. Cabs are an important part of a railway, and even though you may feel comfortable not having a cab, well, how would you, I don't think your crew would feel comfortable riding a cabless engine anymore anytime soon. Unless some changes are made, I don't know, but it's up to you, really.
Well, they've been doing it for years so far, so I do not see the problem with that.
I don't know. One of these days it might catch up to you.
I found a question for me, and it's from Arlesdale Productions. He wants to know who I think is the funniest. Well,
that's a good question.
Well, everyone's funny every now and then. Maybe not Charlie or James, but for me, I think the funniest is Percy.
Oh, I am quite funny.
Hey, Percy, pull one of those funny faces you did for me a while back.
Okay.
By the way.
Yes,
Excuse me. I have a question for Timothy.
Yes?
This one is from Champ to Stay. To Timothy. Have the Clay twins told you about the Timothy creepypasta? What is that?
What's a creepypasta?
What?
I never.
Wait, I know nothing. I know nothing.
I will not touch that.
Who knew pasta could be so creepy?
Yes.
No.
A
A creepypasta is, well, my driver tells me that it's supposed to be you know how sometimes some people tend to tell scary stories sometimes?
Yes.
Well, my driver tells me that creepypastas are kind of like scary stories, but they're on the internet. And Timothy, what was that you were saying about your thoughts on this?
I'd rather not touch it.
That's an odd word for a scary story.
Where did Gordon go?
I think he left.
I think he had to be called away for something. I don't know.
Probably to go pull the express.
Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. I think the rain's stopping.
Oh,
really?
That's beautiful.
Splendid.
Well, that's good news.
Oh,
And with that, I must depart. And with that, I must depart. So I will see you all later.
Goodbye,
Samson. Goodbye.
See you later, Samson.
Bye.
Oh, wait, Gordon's back? Oh, hi, Gordon.
But the thing is now, how are we going to get Skiff back to the harbor?
Wait a minute. That's not Gordon. It's a bus.
What? Oh, no.
Come on. Bulgy.
Seriously? What are you doing here?
I drive up here.
Wait, Bulgy? I thought you were turned into a hen house last time I saw you.
Well, remember, I think he
was for a
returned to
while,
service.
but now I'm back in service. And if you don't mind me saying so, I'll be better off if we all simply use roads.
Oh,
I like the rails, and I'm a sailboat.
Yes,
Oh.
and I tell you, that behavior is not tolerated around us, my good sir.
Whatever. What are you all doing?
Bulgy, what are you doing here?
Yeah, that's what I like to know.
I was asking the same thing.
Wait, are those?
Well, we're doing a live stream here, Bulgy. And how about you to take you and your devil passengers away from here immediately? We don't want any of your free road nonsense. Because otherwise you're going to be stuck under your bridge again.
Okay, wait. About the passengers, I think he was actually delivering them.
Thank you. That's all I'm doing.
Yes, I can even see them coming out of Bulgy right now.
And they don't look happy.
What did you do? What did you do now, Bulgy?
Yeah, that's what I like to know. You didn't get stuck under your bridge again, did you?
I didn't do anything.
I think they're grumpy because of the weather that happened earlier.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
Oh, yes.
Seems to be clearing up now.
Bulgy, I have a question for you.
What is it?
This one's from Shadowfang to Bulgy. Why do you hate the rail so much?
I want to know this.
Yeah, so do I. So that way Doug and I can rub it in your face.
Yeah, why do you hate the rails, Bulgy?
Because roads are better.
Is that
That's why?
Is that the only reason?
That's
is that
it.
That's not an explanation.
The scene.
Oh,
That's your railway turned me into a hen house.
Bulgy, why can't you be more cheerful like Birdie?
Yeah, why can't you?
Yeah, boo snubs.
Oh, that's
So
just
annoying.
rude.
Yes,
Killjoy.
totally.
I wish Birdie was here.
Yeah, he is more sensible than Bulgy.
Yeah.
But he's just
Besides, guys, can I tell you about this? I remember a few weeks ago, Bulgy made me get sick.
That was not
Really? What? How that happen?
He was carelessly driving along and made a bag of sand go into the water tower, and I broke down.
You almost made me late too.
In my defense, I didn't mean to do that.
Really?
Well, even
but the
so,
way I
The accident then?
well, even so, you should still be a bit more careful, Bulgy. We know you don't like the railway, but you don't have to show it through. You don't have to show it with carelessness.
And there's one more thing. And there's a question for you, Bulgy, for once, and it's from Joey Caldry. I think I'm pronouncing that right. To Bulgy. Why do you not ask your Toppin Hat to sail you away to the mainland? Yes, that's what I would like to know.
Because unlike some people actually think I like working on Sodor. I just don't like the railway.
Here's another question for you, Bulgy. And I think it's from the Trainboy 53 Productions. It says to Bulgy, get lost, you stupid chicken face. I think I agree with that one.
It's not cold.
Oh, burn!
I'm a dignified fuck.
Hey, Bulgy. Hey, Bulgy. Hey, Bulgy.
I'm sorry. I could not help but make chicken sounds. That just so funny.
All right, settle down, everybody.
Okay. Okay.
And speaking of chickens, there's another question for Bulgy. Jeez, he's happier today from Shadow Fane. And it says to Bulgy from Shadow Fane, were you a vegetable stand at one point in the series?
Yes, I was, but I'm better off as a boss.
And which reminds me, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while, Bulgy. Why did Sir Toppingham bring you back into service? I mean, did you enjoy being at vegetable stand?
Because you engines were having so much problems pulling your passengers. I was told that y'all had too many.
Huh. And if I understand this right, the reason you were brought back is because a certain engine that kept making unscheduled stops, and by that certain engine, I mean Thomas.
Don't bring that up.
Wait, you did what, Thomas?
So, well, Birdie broke down, right? And I was trying to make the passengers happy, like bringing them to wherever they wanted to stop, but it didn't go as well as I thought it would.
You know that's against railway regulations, Thomas. You know, Rule 55.
Exactly, Thomas. Bosses have their own stops. We engines have ours.
I know. I was only trying to make my passengers happy.
But as the old saying goes, you can't please everybody.
Exactly.
I suppose so, but besides, one sec. Besides, I'm not the one who got stuck under a bridge like a certain double-decker here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't remind me.
Wait,
yes.
You got stuck under a bridge?
Oh, yes, I remember that well. Too bad Doug isn't here, and he can tell you the whole thing.
Well, here, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll gotta look into this chat, and you'll see how many people adore me. In fact, here's a comment right here. It says, "Hey, from Shadowfang. Hey, Bulgy, may I have some vegetables and some eggs, please?" Oh.
Oh man. Yeah, can you give me some apples while you're at it, Bulgy?
Down with railways.
Oh, here's an interesting question to all. What was the scariest moment of your lives?
Oh, the scariest moment of our lives? I would say that my scariest moment is trying to escape from scrap, and then I end up in a scrap yard. And that was probably the scariest moment of my life. And trying to escape from the diesels. And that was certainly the scariest moment in my life. But luckily, I ended up in a scrapyard near Barrow, and I got rescued by Douglas. That was probably the best moment of my life, because I got to live here.
Definitely the scariest part in my life. I think it was that time I crashed on top of that truck, and yeah.
Was it a brake van, if I remember correctly?
Oh, yes, Percy? It was a brake van. I'm sorry. It's been so long.
I know what was. I can remember. I know what was scary for me.
What?
The scariest thing that ever happened to me was hold on. It was when I collided with Norman.
Oh dear! Oh yes, that was scary indeed.
Was that during the Great Railway Show a few years ago?
And it was all thanks to a stupid, stinky diesel.
Yes, and it looks like there's another question. There's a question for me from Jam to Stay. It says, to Oliver, do you think you and Delix can share Toad? Well, yes, and the Delix and I do share Toad from time to time, and the Toad really enjoys spend time with Delix, but I think he's more happy with me. I mean, I think he really is.
Well, okay. I think I can go next.
I'm sorry to have to say this, but I think Captain Joe's going to be really worried if I don't get back to Augsburg Harbor.
But I never got to go next.
I'm sorry. I thought that, we'd stopped answering the scary question thing. We can finish it if you want.
Let's just make this quick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We have to finish it.
I'll go next. For me, the scariest moments would probably have to be when I got stuck in America and I couldn't get back. At least not for a few years.
Oh?
Yeah.
Stuck in America?
Yes, I was on a rail tour in America, and I was supposed to stay there for a while until we got stuck there. I can't remember the whole details, but let me tell you, I thought I would never go back home. Until eventually I was recovered, but I think I left some of my coaches behind.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And to this day, I have no idea what became of them. Aside from one, which I've heard was converted into a restaurant. I don't know.
A restaurant?
Well, for me, my scariest moment.
That's what I've heard.
Well,
You ain't
Well,
seen your scary moments.
Well,
Bulgy.
I
Well-
guess I don't really have any scary moments in my life, but I guess the scariest one was when I accidentally drank milk, and I was afraid
Oh
that
yes.
I had to get
What?
And you were
boiler
foaming at
replaced.
the funnel.
You drank
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah, instead of taking up on water, he instead took up milk, and he was soon foaming at the funnel, and Percy
Oh
had to
my.
get back to
Ooh.
the
Well, my
back to the
scariest
ship.
Oh
moment came when
dear.
I found out most of my brothers were scrapped.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Timothy.
Yeah,
Sorry, Timothy.
it's all right. At least
I know exactly how you feel. A lot of my brothers and sisters were scrapped, and the only ones left are me and Gordon.
Oh
At least
dear.
I don't have any scary moments.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Oh really?
Really?
Bulgy?
Oh,
How about
you
the time you
will.
got stuck underneath that bridge?
Yeah,
It
you got
wasn't that
no,
scary.
no, I was not scared. I was.
Yes,
Oh really? Oh really? Doug
I
said
was
that you had a
concerned for the passenger.
Bulgy. Who's the one who said, "Stop! It might fall on me"? Do you call that being scared? Huh?
yeah. And Doug
How
said
did
it would
you know
keep
that?
you from telling lies.
How did you
Alright.
know that?
Alright. Well,
Alright,
is that
okay.
everybody?
Well,
So,
I think
Oh.
so.
I think
Well,
so.
Doesn't
well,
matter.
Skiff,
Well,
if you want to, I can help you back to Osberg Harbor.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I can't get there by myself. I don't have an engine like any of you.
Well,
So
well,
I need
I can
someone to
bring-
push me.
I
well,
can push you
I
back
can,
to.
'cause I have to head back up to I have to head up to Natford to meet Sir Topham Hatt.
And I
And
have
I'm-
to continue with these rail tours that I'm doing here.
well,
And
And if you
yes.
want, Skiff, I could bring you back to Allsburg. I'm heading back up there to deliver some cars.
All right. Thank
Percy
you, Oliver.
Percy
You're
and I,
welcome.
Percy and I had better get back to Titmuth Sheds because it's starting to get dark.
Yes, it's getting very late.
And I
Yes.
don't have to do anything. Ha ha ha.
Bulgy, how about
Well-
you? Just,
Oh, okay, hold on, guys.
oh no, not again!
Oh no,
Watch out.
no, I'm right next to you! No!
Say it, don't spray it, Thomas.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Thomas.
Oh, you covered him in soot.
I think
Oh, dear.
Bulgy deserves it.
Oh look, now Bulgy is a coal hopper.
I'll get you for that, you silly steamy!
I think we better be
Well,
going.
Yes.
Yes,
well, I just want-
it's about time for us to go.
Yes,
Yes,
I just want to
indeed.
say thank you all for sticking out for me and tuning into the stream, because what first started as a call for help now turned into such a nice conversation. So thank you all so much.
But it
And
wasn't
You're
true.
very welcome.
No trouble.
But it was great, but until Bulgy showed up.
Hey, I make everything better.
well,
Right.
anyway,
It's ready to get going, Skiff?
yes, indeed,
let's
Oliver.
get going,
Well,
Keep going.
goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Bye.
See you.